Salvete omnes, and welcome to Caesar's Gallic Wars, Book 5, Section 38. When we left Caesar, the battle ended terribly for the Romans, and now we are going to pick up with Ambiorix, who is going to go around to his allies in Gaul and try to get them to come together with him to follow up on his victory against the Romans. So let us begin. Aquaturia sublatus ambiorix statum cum equitatu in aduatukos, quierant eius regno finitimi proficiscitur, neque in octem neque diem intermitted petitatumque subsequi ubet. So sublatus, we'll say ambiorix is our subject here in red. Remember, these are the reds are our nominatives. So having been lifted up or elated by this victory, hoc victoria, immediately with his cavalry, with his equitatu, he proficiscitur, he sets out into the territory of the Aeduatuci, who were neighbors to his kingdom, Neque noctem neque diem intermittit. He does not stop, or he stops neither for night nor day, and he orders his petitatum, his foot soldiers, or his infantry, to follow. Re demonstrata aduatucis concitatis postero de in nerios pervenit hortatorque. And we'll pause there for a second because we have a little indirect command. So with this matter having been explained or demonstrated, and with the Aeduatuci having been incited or stirred up to ablatives absolute here, postero de, on the following day, a little ablative of time there, he came, or he arrives, in Nerios among the Nervi. So first he goes to the Aeduatuci, and then Ambiorix goes on and tries to get the momentum going, right? Let's get some of the other tribes of the Gauls to rise up against the Romans now that we have a chance. And so he arrives among the Nervi in Nerios, and he encourages them. So here we have hortator here, and then we're going to have a ne, and then if you go down to dimittant, a present subjunctive here, this is all going to be part of an indirect command. He encourages them not to lose dimittant, the occasion or the opportunity for liberandi sui, for freeing themselves in perpetuity or forever, and for getting revenge on the Romans on behalf of these injustices or wrongs which they received. So here we have pro, which is a prepositional phrase, and this prepositional phrase takes the ablative and it governs eis and injurias. So he encourages them not to lose the opportunity for doing the wrongs which they had endured. So he explains that. He demonstrates that. And again, remember, we're probably going to be in an indirect statement here. He explains that duos legatos and magnam partem. So here we have accusatives, part of the indirect statement, that two legates and a great part of the army have been killed. The two legates have been killed up here, interfectus esse, and then a great part of the army has perished in Terissa. So we have the two infinitives here, two perfect infinitives, perfect passive, perfect active. Great part of the army. So of the army, our oranges are in our genitives here. So of the army. And the great part of the army has perished. He says that there's no great task for the legion. He says that it is nothing of a great task for the legion that is wintering with Cicero, having been overwhelmed, oppressam, to be killed. Interfici here is a present passive infinitive. He says that literally it's nothing of a task. It's not a big deal that for the legion, which is wintering with Cicero, cum cicerone hiemet, having been oppressed, to be killed. Okay. He profitator, he volunteers himself as the adiutorem, as the assistant for eam rem, for this task. Let's go move here. And easily he persuades the nervy by this speech or by this oration. So with this speech, he easily persuades the nervy. Remember, persuadio here takes a dative, so our dative here, nervis, is in the yellow. Okay, so that is what's happening so far. Ambiorix is getting his allies to follow up on his victory, and we will wait to see what happens as the Gauls get together and what they are going to do next, which will probably be to make an attack. So until next time, Walete.